When it comes to Football Manager, we all love an absolute bargain, so today we're going to run through 10 of the best release clauses in FM24. Starting off, we are here with Paulo Dybala, the cover star of today's video. As you can see, the player is absolutely phenomenal. He can play in just behind the striker, can play up front as well. He's got great dribbling ability, great finishing, great first touch, can take a free kick, good at long shots, great passing ability, great vision, great flair, and he's got some good agility and balance. For me, he is the perfect playmaker to play in just behind the striker. 29 years old, everyone knows him from potentially his time at Palermo before moving to Juventus, where he was a bit of a bit part player before last season moving to Roma on a free transfer. You can pick him up for £17.25 million if you are a domestic rival. However, if you are a foreign club, you can pick up Paulo Dybala for £10.25 million. So snap him up early because he does go to the Middle East. Next up, we have defensive midfielder and centre mid Franco from Real Zaragoza. Good well-rounded midfielder here. Great off the ball work, good natural fitness, great stamina. He's described as a hard-working midfielder. 21 years old, spent his entire time at Zaragoza so far. Can be played primarily as a ball-winning midfielder, or you can develop it into a box-to-box midfield option. He can be available for £6.5 million due to his minimum fee release clause. Next up is one of the most signed players so far in FM24 in the early access period, and that is Valentin Barco. He is an Argentinian left-sided player, can play fullback, can play wing-back, can play in the wings. Absolutely perfect. Very strong left foot, so I would say I would play him as a winger. 18 years old, looks like he can develop really well. Already got great vision, great flair, good passing ability, good dribbling at 15, good natural fitness at 16, and he is a youth product of the Boca Juniors Academy. If you want to sign this absolute superstar, you can get him for £8 million. Next up, and the most expensive on this list, is Jeremy Frimpong. The Dutch right back, right wing back, can also play in the midfield. Absolute bargain in my opinion. Although he is a bit more expensive, the 22-year-old can play right the way down the right hand side, great dribbling ability. Some of his technicals may be lacking a wee bit, you think, but he makes up for that with his great anticipation, great determination, flair and off the ball work. And then just look at these physicals. Great acceleration, agility, pace and stamina. Coming through the Manchester City Youth Academy before moving to Celtic for 2 seasons, before playing for Bayer Leverkusen, and he is absolutely killing it so far this year in Xabi Alonso's system. As you can see, £34.5 million is his minimum fee release clause, but he is worth every penny. Ferdi Kadioglu next, Mr. Versatile, can play both sides, can play both right back and left back, he can play the wing back positions, can play in the wing, can play centre mid, can apparently play awkwardly as the striker, but there you are, Mr. Versatility. Strong with the right foot, reasonable left foot. Started off his career over in the Netherlands at NEC before moving to Fenerbahce, where he's played over 100 games. 23 years old, look at the versatility. Contract details, £17.25 million is his release clause. If you are looking for Mr. Versatility, you can play him anywhere near enough. 23 years old, absolute bargain at that price. Cheapest player on this list today is David Costas, the 28-year-old Spanish central defender. He's got good heading ability, good passing, marking, tackling, some reasonable mentals and some reasonable physical attributes as well. Spent his career in Spain, firstly with Celta Vigo before going on loan to Mallorca, a couple of loan spells at Real Oviedo, the Barcelona B team, Almeria, and then a couple of seasons ago moved to Real Oviedo on a free transfer. As said, he doesn't set the world alight, but if you are looking for a solid, dependable centre-back, he is only £425,000. Now you may be able to get him for a wee bit under that due to his value of 45 to 425, but guaranteed £425,000 and you will have your man. Next up is 22-year-old Spanish winger Brian Zaragoza. I've signed him myself in Barcelona save and he is absolutely fantastic. Best position for him is playing on the left wing, getting him to cut inside. Very strong right foot, shoots some distance, runs with the ball, likes cutting from the left wing. He's got great dribbling ability, good first touch, great flair, and his physicals are on the up. Starting off his career at Granada before going on loan to El Ejido, now Poli El Ejido, and he is still at Granada. You can sign this man for £12 million. Absolute bargain if you ask me. As I said in my Barcelona save, he is killing it in Season 3 so far. Next up is Marco Piacca. Some of you will remember him from his time at Juventus. He can play on either wing, can play through the middle, can play up front. Fairly strong left foot, very strong right foot, likes to cut inside from the left wing. Some great attributes here. Good dribbling, finishing and first touch. Really good flair, and his physicals are all pretty decent. Started out his career in Croatia for Lokomotiva before going to the big boys Dinamo Zagreb. Got an £18.75 million move to Juventus before a couple of loan spells, and now he finds himself in Rijeka back in Croatia. He will cost you £1.3 million, and at 28 years old, the 24 capped Croatian I think could be a must buy for smaller clubs looking to progress that wee bit. Another Spaniard on the list is 23-year-old Spanish striker Hugo Duro from Valencia. Really good all-round player, really good all-round striker, good finishing, good first touch. He has some good mental attributes, physicals all above the 10, very strong left foot, reasonable right foot. Started his career at Getafe, managed to get some goals in the lower divisions before moving to Real Madrid, only getting 2 games for the first team before going back to Getafe, and then he has been at Valencia since. Don't let these poor goal returns fool you, as he can develop into a really good striker, and he can be yours for a grand total of £22.5 million. So if you're looking for that striker, £22.5 million, snap him up now. And last but definitely not least is Michael Olise, the Crystal Palace 21-year-old French winger. Can play on either side, preferably on the right hand side, cutting in either as an inside forward or inverted winger. Great crossing and dribbling ability, great first touch, good flair, good decision making, good vision and work rate, good physicals, although they may be down slightly due to his injury, unfortunately, which came out for the first 3 to 5 months of the season. Started his career at Reading before hitting the scene at Crystal Palace, was very good over the last season or two there. And you might not know he has a release clause, but if you take a look, he has a minimum fee release clause of £35 million for clubs in continental competition. So if you're in the Champions League, Europa League, or even the Europa Conference League, and you've got a spare £35 million for a wide man, snap up Michael Olise as soon as you can. That's been the Flying Scotsman FM, taking a look at some of the best release clause bargains. As always, leave me a like, comment down below which of these players you are going to look to sign, and as always, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.